T. McCluskey presents Arcade Talk live stream. Welcome to Arcade Wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming tonight. We're gonna do the Arcade Talk show. Yeah, that's right here. The Arcade Talk show. That's right, we're gonna do it tonight. Come on, people, let's do it. Let's do the show. What show is that? That's the Arcade Talk show. Yeah, who's on tonight, you ask? You know who it is. P. McCluskey. And who else? You know who it is? Papa Brad.
What is up, everybody? Another Arcade Talk show coming at you. We're on our Thursday. We're almost on a weekend. We got a special guest on tonight. So let's get the thing started and let's get Papa Brad in here. Let's roll it, guys. Now. What is up?
What is up, T. McCloskey? Rock and roll. What's happening, man?
Not much, man. Not much.
At-Games Pinball.
Tropical storm's almost out of here. Know that.
That's good, man. You survived the storm?
Yeah, I survived. Man, it's just been like a stressful week, though, man, because it's like every day you're like, it's coming, it's coming. You know,
Yeah,
it didn't hit here until like yesterday. We got some rain, other days too, but it's like, dang, just kept waiting. We got lucky. We got a lot less rain than a lot of people did.
Yeah, cool.
You got about 6 to 7 inches of rain. Where some people got over 2 foot of rain. So
I know you got lucky. At least you didn't get any damage or anything.
no, there's no damage. I walked around the house and no damage. Just a couple of tree limbs down. That's about it. Look, small ones.
Mm-hmm.
But crazy week, man. How's your week doing?
Man, I started back at school, so I've been busy.
Yeah. I can't believe that already, man.
I know. It's great.
August 8th, and you're already back.
Yeah, I'm loving it though. It's good to be back at it. So,
kids didn't tie you up today to the chair.
Not today.
Running around.
Hey man, I did a mod. My Frankenstein I modded. He's got a lower powered light, so now he looks good.
It looks really good back there. You actually can see
good. Yeah, he really looks good in person too. So, been having a great week. I've been busy, but I've been having a great week. And
probably make you tired, man. Used to getting up so early.
Oh yeah, I've got to get back in the swing of things. Man, I'm excited. We've got a special guest this show. It's going to be a fun one. We got a lot to talk about, Team McCloskey. We got a lot to talk about.
We got to try to keep it at 2 hours, Papa Brad. 2 hours.
I know. And unlike other YouTubers, I'm not going to be flip-flopping. My opinion's going to stay.
My opinion stays too. No flip-flopping.
So let's rock and roll, man.
All right, let's bring in our special guest, Video Game Vegas. Welcome.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing real good now that I'm here with you guys.
We got that familiar voice, Video Game Vegas. Welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, we're thrilled to have you.
No problem at all.
So what's the first topic?
Mr. Pickles. Barely hear it. I'm going to hear it very well, but wasn't the Mr. Pickles I was hoping for, but so how's your week going? VGV?
It's going good. Sore because I'm on a lower medication to get me back to the office. So it's been kind of a rough one, but I'm doing okay. I'm in good spirits.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear. Hey, thanks Dan Z for the $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks, Robot McCluskey and Papa Brad. That's right. So what do we want to start out first doing here? Got that new deck that game's brought out, showing that new starter pinball machine. I guess we can start with that.
Yeah. You want to say hello to the chat real quick? We got a lot of people here tonight.
Who we got in there, Pop Brad?
Yeah, we got Dan Z. We got Jason Little Alien. We got Mikey Yoon. What's up, Mikey Yoon? Good to see you. We got Danny Johnson. We got Carl O. We got Dan Z. We got Mad Dog. We got Biggie Fries in the house. We got Carl O. I think I might have said Carl O. Danny Johnson's here. Ray Latorre. Hobby Hands. We got the whole crew. We got E. Leo. We got Vader 640. We all know that name, Team McCloskey. He would be at the top. He would be at the top of the pinball tournaments. Good to see you, Vader. Much respect. Of course, we got the legendary Video Game Vegas. Check out his channel if you're not subscribed. We got Mad Dog. Good to see you, Mad Dog. Incognito, welcome to the show. Anyone call a doctor, Team McCloskey, because Doc Mario's here. We got Audience here. We got Obsidian Contraption here. Hey, peeps. We got Goofy Foot. Dan Z says I'm wearing a legit shirt. Yeah, I styled this shirt after an old skateboard video called Search for the Animal Chin. The writing, so it has that kind of like that fortune cookie writing, you know. I thought that was cool. So that's why I came up with the kind of like the fortune cookie looking legit. We got Brooklyn Menace in the house. Good to see you, Brooklyn. We got Carl in the house. Good to see you, Carl. Got the real creamer here, not the fake stuff. We got the real creamer. Patrick Granger. We got Evil Genius Entertainment. And if I missed your name, I didn't do it on purpose. So if I accidentally missed you, it wasn't on purpose. But welcome to the show, everybody. And Wyo just popped in. Wish I was a rock star.
Well, hey, welcome, Wyo. Yep.
Okay, so let's start the fireworks.
Right. Thanks everybody for showing up tonight. We really appreciate it. So thank you. All right. Back at it with the Legends Factory Direct. We don't want to do it. Well, that one's not here yet. Let's see. Why did they start out with that one? Did I got the wrong one? There's a premium starting one, I guess. That's the Factory Direct. Why did they do the Factory Direct one first? So this one, all this must be a Factory Direct one, huh? Guess I got to go back to my the first one they gave us. See, this is kind of nice, but let's go to the one. I think it was on the last show. Yeah, I didn't realize that one you sent me was just Factory Direct.
Yeah, that's the best deals. Those are the best deals they have right now.
Well, that was the Factory Direct one, though. They didn't say anything about what the hell, man? Where'd all my stuffs? I think this one here is it. It's just all the way down to the bottom.
Right, you scroll up.
Yeah, it was all the way at the bottom. There it is here. Legends Pinball Premium Starter, which really came out today, right? You can start ordering these today. August
Yeah, I believe
8th.
so. I believe so.
And then the Factory Direct, I think, starts next week. But
can you make it a little smaller? It's like out of the frame.
Is it?
Yeah.
I want to make sure people can read it. Okay, so this looks pretty good.
That's better. Yeah, I can read that. We got Doc Mario coming up with the first comment. He said they should have started and ended with the base model, which then you can pick and choose which features you want. That's what this kind of is. This is kind of a base model.
Yeah, the premium starter machine. I don't know why they call it premium starter, but
I'm going to explain it to you. I know why they call it premium starter, T. McCloskey. It was explained to me. Okay, the reason why they're all called premium is because all these can be upgraded to the same machine. So that's why they all say premium. Premium starter. The premium deluxe is the one with the SSF kit with all the features. Yeah. And premium standard is the one with everything enabled. So the reason why they all call them premium is because you could take any one of these and change it to the most deluxe one. It has an open upgrade path to the highest model.
Yeah, still don't like it, but
I don't like it either. It is a little confusing, but at least I understand the thinking behind them all being named premium. Because at first I was like, it kind of goes. I didn't understand it, but that's the way it was. That's the way it was explained to me.
Yeah, I just think they should just call it the starter machine then.
Like the starter machine. Yeah, the starter, the standard, and the deluxe. Yeah. The deluxe is having everything, including the SSF kit installed. And
then you had the collector's edition too, which is premium. Collector's edition premium, which is kind of above the deluxe one because I don't know. And yeah, because the collector's edition, they're only making so many of those. So,
okay, well, we could start with the base question. I mean, you want to open up the panel? What do we think of having a base model At-Games pinball machine?
And you can chime in here, Video Game Vegas.
Yeah, Video Game Vegas. Don't be shy. You can give us your opinion.
All right. So I have no problem. I have no problem with a starter edition. As you know, we've had so many conversations that the options are great and everything else. The only problem I have is that each one of these machines are the same machines, minus the SSF kit and the topper. Now, when I say same machines, I'm saying hardware. I'm not talking software. So the only thing that the only place that I saw them dropping the ball, and this is what really kind of made me kind of angry or frustrated. I'll say frustrated because I'm done with the whole angry thing. But basically, the reason I bought a 4KP was to use it as a OTG machine. So basically, buy a PC, plug it into it, and use it that way. Now, I was happy, everything was content until they announced this machine, which basically they opened kind of a can of worms by not just adjusting the hardware, but revealing that they could actually do stuff to the hardware via a software update. Now, of course, right now it's tinfoil hat because nothing's happened except for the fact that, hey, we have this cheaper model and we're going to disable the advanced features, which includes the ability to use the ports and the OTG. But here was my issue. So this has been done by companies before, and I've never agreed with it. And I'm just going to give you one example for right now. The one example is BMW, and they sell this car, and they sell it with heated seats. But you cannot use the heated seats unless you pay them a subscription. So you have to pay them a monthly subscription to be able to use
like
it.
PlayStation 4.
And that's exactly what's happening here.
Hey.
You're buying the hardware. You're buying with even the cheaper model. You're buying the hardware, which is the ports, but they're disabling them out of the box. Now, who's to say Atgames is going to not disable the ports on any of these machines at any point? And what I'm referencing is something that Team McCloskey, you said on the last show, which I thought was very poignant. And you said that Atgames can pretty much disable anything that they want to at any time. And that's what was kind of scaring some of us in the chat at the time. And basically, that went into my head going, why am I going to spend a whole bunch of money on a decent PC if at any time Atgames can choose to disable the ports? Now, I'm not saying that they're going to, because that's not even been put out there. But the thing is that having that ability and making that and putting that out there, that's what scares us. And the big thing that was really kind of in my head, the dread, was, let's say Zen comes by and they say, hey, listen, Atgames, we're spending a lot of R&D, research and development, putting these tables on your machine, but your people are using this thing for OTG, and we're not making or recouping any kind of money. You need to disable these ports. And Atgames at any time can say, well, if we want to keep getting Zen tables, we have to do that. Now, all of this is speculation. It hasn't happened, and it may never happen. But that's the reason that I was kind of worried, is because why would I spend money on a PC if the ports can be disabled? So that was my big thing.
Okay, can I give a counterpoint? Okay, I want to give a counterpoint. The first thing I would like to say is congratulations, Video Game Vegas. You are truly an advanced user, because all of us running OTG, we love running OTG. We see the benefits of using that, of course. The first thing I'd like to say is the first thing they did was they enabled OTG for everyone that already had a pinball machine. So Atgames, basically, if they took away OTG or some of the functionality for the base users, I mean, that'd be like them slitting their own throat. They're not going to do that. And
I hope not.
I don't think Zen has the power over Atgames to make them do that to themselves. But the other thing I want to say, they immediately gave everyone the OTG, and it does not need to be connected to the internet. So it'll, like, if you disconnect it, if they were gone tomorrow, the OTG function will still function with all the, what you're playing right now. Right. So I thought
what I'm hoping.
It was a good call.
But yeah, I mean, Vegas makes a good point. Yeah, I'd just say Vegas makes a good point, but like you said, man, if they start cutting off more ports, man, people would just be up in arms and would.
They would go buck wild.
And they wouldn't buy another Atgames product ever again.
The villagers would be in the streets with their pitchforks, Team McCloskey. And the thing is, us advanced users are the most talkative because we love it, man. We love it. We're playing the stock table, some of us, but we're also playing through OTG, and that's only limited by your computer. I mean, I just got a brand new computer, $1,500 computer with the state-of-the-art graphics card. I can run all these tables at 4K. It's absolutely jaw-dropping, Team McCloskey.
That's awesome.
I mean, the power is there, and basically I'm getting, I'm happy. I'm really happy with what I have. But you're right. There is that fear that they could take that away, But, I mean, it is a trust thing. I mean, I just can't see them doing that. I mean, that would like be so destructive. And I don't think that's their model. What do you think, T?
Well, I mean, at least it's only a one-time fee. I mean, it's like, with your PlayStation 4 and 5, you got to pay, to use online, play games online with people. You got to pay $10 a month, $60 a year. You know, it's just continuous. So at least this is this one-time fee. I don't really agree with you either, but
what I understand, actually, I have another thing to say about it. Once it's enabled, it's permanently enabled on the machine. So
Right.
like no one can take it away. Once you activate it, it's not deactivated. And but the other thing I wanted to say is like, you know, they wanted to have that feature so there was an open upgrade path. And the other thing I want to say is they also don't want to devalue what all of us bought. Like we all bought the deluxe model with the topper, with the advanced features, with all the extra features enabled. Even if we got the middle level, we bought the machine that was a deluxe model. I mean, when they built the machine, they were listing like, what things do you want? Oh, we will put a topper on it. You know, oh, you don't want an arcade marquee on it anymore. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to make it look more like a real pinball machine. So they took all that feedback. The problem with that is they went from being a more affordable product to being a more enthusiast product. Because let's face it, $1,500 base model is not cheap, you know. And so I just think they're trying to get back some of the market that they lost. They're trying to get people affordable pinball where they can decide and choose a la carte which options they want to add. That's just my opinion on what they've done.
Yeah, Papa Brad, that's one of the things I wanted to bring up too. Is Atgames had a really huge success with the VIBS board, which allowed you to do the OTG and stuff like that. And what I wouldn't have had a problem with is if this new lower end model came without HDMI ports and USB ports, and then came with a module with them where you could just plug and play. So it doesn't, basically they're not showing, oh yeah, well, we can disable or enable these features with software. They do something like that, take those physical things out, reduce the price even more to something like sub 1,000, like about $899, because it doesn't have all this extra hardware in it. And then and something like that. Now, of course, I'm armchair quarterbacking on this. The reason that it scared me more than anything is because the trust with Atgames that I have is very low. And the reason being is not because I have anything against Atgames. What I have a problem with is the different things they've done to me, or to the community. One, and I'm going to give you two examples, and this is the reason that I was so I'm kind of skeptical on where their direction is. And of course, I could be totally wrong. But the first one was a piece of hardware I bought from them. It was called the Namco Blast, and on the box it showed arcade ROMs, and you could plug this thing into an HDMI port onto a TV. I plug it in, and it has NES ROMs, NES ROMs, and I was like, "What the heck is going on here?"
And I remember they had some YouTubers that got the ones with the, I think John Hancock or someone got the ones with the arcade ROMs.
Yeah, I was like, it was just crazy. And that was the first thing that was really big against me. And the other one was,
I'm going to say this about that. I'm going to say this about this. They did start with like the kind of like the less expensive gaming things like that, but they've come a long way since that. Like that was their origin. You're right. I remember, didn't they do like a Genesis that was notoriously panned?
Bad.
Oh,
yeah. You know,
it was terrible.
And you know, I think when they came with the Legends products is when they started to be like, oh, wait a minute, they could actually be a factor for people that want to just have a home arcade experience. You know.
Yes.
And you're right. Carlo, they started with those early models. Some of them were not so hot. You know.
Okay. Carlo is basically he made a point. He says, "What does that have to do with ALP?" It has to do with Atgames. It has to do with Atgames false advertising as a company. And here's the other thing, and this is another piece of false advertising, and this has to do with the 4KP. So if you remember, and you guys advertised this, is that what happened with the Gottlieb tables when they first were going to be put onto the 4KP? They were delayed. And so what Atgames did for the people who bought the 4KP versions is they, to apologize or to soften the blow, was that they emailed me 4 $5 coupons that I could stack, whatever, to buy anything. And this is what the email said: anything in their online store that wasn't on sale. So I go into the online store and I'm going to buy a Zen table, which was $15.
Yeah,
and
I
I
don't
went
like
in
that
there
either.
and it wouldn't let me
Money's
do it.
no good. Your money's no good.
Yep.
What happened to your money? Your money's no good anymore.
Yes.
You know what
And
you're
so-
thinking?
so-
They took it away from you. You were like ready.
Yes.
You're like, hey, look, I'm going to get this. I have this money saved up. I'm going to get this Zen table for free. And you go to
Yep.
redeem it and they won't. Yeah. I totally do not like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why that ever happened, but to me, that devalues when you get a coupon, that devalues the coupon.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing
People want the
with
Zen tables,
yeah.
you know?
And what happened
Or
is
sales.
I reached it, and I reached out to At-Games and I asked them, I said, hey, what's going on? I can't use this. And they sent me a gaslighting email, and it was really just poor taste and just really bad customer service. And they said, well, you can't use these on the Zen tables. And I said, well, it says I can. And they said, well, our email is right and yours is right at the same time. And I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. So, but the end game was, we gave you coupons you said you could use on anything, and now we're not going to let you do it. So it's just these little things that happen that cause this trust issue. So
I agree. I
yeah.
think that should never be like if you're going to give us a coupon for the store, let it be for the store. You know, I mean, what is it? You know, I don't understand. Like, would the loss on a $5 coupon on a $35 pinball pack or whatever really cost you that much? You know, I mean, the idea is, I mean, you really want to keep your customers happy, and I agree that's a bad customer experience. When you have a coupon and you go to use it and you can't redeem it, that's very, as a consumer, that's very frustrating.
Yeah, I still got my freaking coupons. I still have them in my email because I can't use them. Anything I want.
Yeah, and I get where Carl O's coming from. He definitely doesn't like iArcade, and he's always been kind of angry that I have. But I call him like I see him. I mean, if Jong did something wrong to me or iArcade did, I would be just as easily to go after iArcade.
Yeah,
but
to be fair, you have went after iArcade. Like you talked about how crappy your monitor is and one of your machines.
Yeah,
you've been very fair and unbiased, and
that's exactly what it is. I mean, like with the gold cabinet, I gave that a 4 out of 10, and I said people shouldn't buy it. And so I get that Carlo really loves the At-Games, but I mean, I'm fair on every single thing that I've said out there, and I hate to, because I'll tell you what, I really have a lot of respect for Carlo. I've had some fun conversations with him on my channel, and so but I hope that there's no hard feelings. I just have to call it like I see it and give my feelings on the situation. But I really do appreciate you, Papa Bread, and T. McCloskey being able to have the conversation about this, because we can at least put it out there, you know, and show all the views.
Yeah, I'd rather show all the opinions, you know, because, you know, if you just have a bunch of people that are just cheerleaders, I mean, you got to have someone that's going to, you know, I think it's more interesting as a viewer watching YouTube. I mean, I don't like shows where everyone has the exact same opinion all the time. It's just not interesting to watch, right? So,
it's like last week, man, I was surprised. I mean, Video Game Vegas, you're not the only one that had that opinion. There's a lot of people in the chat had that opinion. I was just like, wow. I didn't realize that many people were upset about that. So
the only thing that I wanted to bring up that I've never heard anyone mention about the whole starter program too is that part of it is also not to devalue what you already have. Like if you ever bought something, like some YouTubers were like, well, they should just sell the whole machine exactly the way it is for $1,000. Well, then all of our machines that we bought, everyone that has a machine, you just lost $500 of positive value.
Overnight.
I mean, and that's a terrible experience. Like when you buy something and then, like, you know, not even a year later, it's like $500 less value. And, you know, I don't buy these things to resell them. I mean, I buy these machines to play them. But my point is, I'm not a fan of that. I kind of like the New Wave Toys model where they make a certain amount,
Yes.
they limit it, and then they make something else cool, and then they make something else cool down the road. That's how I think you build a really strong brand, because each time you do that, you're building more. People are more excited for what's next.
Yeah. I wish Atgames would have limited these machines a little bit more than they did. 5,000 is a lot.
I agree.
Machines. I think they should have topped it off at like 1,000 and just kept bringing out new ones.
The price model's so high, like 5,000 at even $1,000 each. That's a lot of money.
And one thing I would like to say about that too, and you guys are absolutely right. And I'm going to say something real nice about Atgames here, because I've been in the market for something like this, where I can basically put a PC on it and play. And if you know anything about the boutique market versus the build your own market, Atgames with their price here, even at $1,500, is a freaking steal. It's a steal.
It's so cheap for what you get.
It's
awesome.
Like,
I mean, I went to Southern Fried Gaming Expo. I was playing like a $5,000 V-Pin. And I was pretty happy with my Atgames, even though that machine was so much more, But I mean, there are things that you can get at the ultra high end. But I'm saying the Atgames is pretty strong. And then
it's an awesome price.
When you OTG it with a good computer, it's just a great pinball experience. It's fun to play.
But and you can't get anything in this price either.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. There is nothing out there that is this price. And so even though I have my trepidation, Atgames nailed it. They knocked it out of the park with the price, because I mean, $1,500, that's an absolute bargain. And I don't think people really understand that if they look at what's out there and what they would have to do to build their own, and the boutiques charging almost the same price as a Stern or more.
Yeah. $1,200 to your door in 1 month is an amazing deal, depending on how interested you are in virtual pinball. The one thing I do like, and I was impressed by, like right off the bat, when I first heard about this, was they did provide an open upgrade path to the highest level model they make from the entry level. And like you were wondering, like, why don't they make it cheaper? Because the barrier to doing OTG always was like, a lot of people were, and you did it, Video Game Vegas, but a lot of people are afraid to put that VIBS board in. You had to deal with those ribbon cables. It was a real pain. Like this setup they have with this, you literally just plug in the cords, and then it's dealing with your computer to configure it. But as far as hooking the hardware up, it's easier than ever. And I think going back to something like an add-on VIBS board and making it cheaper would just discourage more people from making the final jump. I think the final jump, when you go to OTG, some people say there's no coming back, because you can get depending on your computer, it can be like I could play the entire Zen library. I have every table right now I can play.
Oh yeah. And actually, I should clarify, Papa Bread. What I was talking about was plug and play modules. So basically, it would be 3 HDMIs, but you would just plug it in like a cartridge.
Yeah.
And same with HDMI. Plug it in like a cartridge. And that's what I was saying, is basically that's the next evolution. But now they don't have to do that, of course, and it worries me. But still, I'm still going to keep optimistic, because if these are all speculations, it's just basically the fears that I was putting out there, that a lot of us in the chat last week were saying, hey, this is what we feel. If Atgames doesn't do anything, if Atgames doesn't do anything and disables anything, I'm going to be a happy camper. I'm just trepidatious because of my history with the company.
Yeah, Mikey Yoon, it is $100 each. For the advanced features. So if you just want to do OTG,
the Wave One has a buy one get one. Like if you get the Wave One, you're gonna get a coupon when you activate the first update. You'll be able to buy both for $100. So it's basically 50% off. So instead of paying $100 each, you're paying basically $50 for the OTG and the advanced features. The advanced features, to me, really haven't came into play yet, but down the road, that's what VPX will be running through, the standalone. So right now, it's not so much a factor. Like you're really not missing much, but possibly down the road, when they get a final build of a VPX build out to the community, that could be something you would want. But they're not restricting you from it. You know, just make it, if you want it, you have to enable it on this one model. If you get the starter model.
I was hearing that the first run of these, and correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe it's because of the shipping or whatever, but aren't they having a deal right now where you can get one for $1,099?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
factory direct.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I thought, wow, that's a great
Basically
deal.
cuts
That's
out
what I got.
the middle stop. Yeah, it's the same deal we got, but they're just not
Yeah.
getting all the features like the
Yeah.
you know, always the Wave One with Atgames, for some reason they always seem to get the best deal. This is a new machine. The Wave One is, they even show how they're scaling the deals, but the Wave One, if you really want the best deal, that is the best deal they're going to have for a while.
Just like the way we were Wave One.
And I hate doing FOMO videos, but I mean, I don't want my viewers to miss out. Like if you were on the fence of getting Atgames Pinball, this is not a bad way. If you're new to Atgames Pinball, this is not a bad way to jump in. And I didn't want my viewers not to know about it, but I don't usually like to do these kind of videos where I talk about this kind of thing.
Well, if you think about the history, Papa Brad, and same with New Wave Toys and Numbskull, those deals they don't come again. You know, I mean, and I don't do the FOMO either, but you have to look at the history of the thing. When I bought my first Atgames control panel for my HD, it was $50.
I know.
$50.
I know. It's like,
come on. You know, so that I always, but the thing is that also you have to think quality also. And at the time, especially with the control panel, I just thought it was incredible quality. And so I'm glad that I got that.
Yeah. The control panel is nice. It's a nice upgrade. You know, if you're going to, once again, that's where that advanced feature stuff comes in. Then you could play, you know, you could play some arcade games on there. You can do a little bit with it. And, but I think having an open upgrade path was a good choice. And I think a lot of people went very negative on this when really all they're trying to do is get where more people can get into virtual pinball and they can decide what they want to do with it down the road. You know, I think.
Yeah, just the open upgrade. I just wish they didn't touch the advanced features. That's all.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I am not the head of Atgames. I don't do the market research or anything. I'm more armchair quarterbacking. I can only basically say, hey, listen, this is how it makes me feel. But yeah, I think that I think a lot of people wouldn't have been as up in arms if it was just the hardware stuff, like or the table stuff, because everybody can have an opportunity to buy any of the tables on their online store, and the topper, some people just don't care about that. But then, of course, where do you come with if you want to lower it a certain way? So, yeah, it's a touchy subject, and the good news is that I think that there is a market for the lower price one. I just wish they could have done it in a different way.
And that is a valid option. That, you know, it's a valid concern you have about them having Zen and people OTGing a lot of Zen pinball on Atgames. Yeah. Would they ever block Zen pinball? And I just don't see them doing that, because I mean, it's really the enthusiast market that goes that far into it. You know what I mean? I you know, I don't know what the percentages are, but I think a lot of people buy this machine and they play the stock tables and they're just happy with them. I mean,
and I would have been happy with them if they didn't have the lag, and that was it's funny, Papa Brad. I have
heard there's a serious team up going on with both Magic Pixel is working with Zen, both companies.
Oh, now that's awesome. That's what we've been wanting.
I have heard that in partnership they're working on it.
Oh yeah,
and
that's awesome.
If you watch Tampa Tech's video, he kind of let it slip that they might even have a fix already, but they're just still perfecting it. Did you watch the Tampa Tech video where he showed the natural history pack tables? Because he kind of passively said it without saying it.
Really?
See, and that's the thing that I was feeling bad about, people, is because I didn't buy to play the ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
But if I did buy to play the ecosystem, I'd feel bad right now because of the lag on the tables. but I should be very, very clear, and you guys know this, and maybe some in the community know this. I haven't even built my 4KP yet.
Mm.
It's in the box because of the
Still in the
fact I've had personal the injury that happened to me, and so I haven't been able to build it myself. But OTG I really didn't worry about, because it's like I'm not missing out on anything because I don't even have the PC yet. But I definitely wanted to get in on that deal, because I couldn't believe how awesome that first pre-order was, and all I wanted was the hardware. So
Yeah.
Wave one, the one we got in, was pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, phone a friend, get a friend to come over and build that mug for you. You'll be loving it.
I know.
You'll be loving it. We'd love to see you on
I
the
don't have those
leaderboard
friends.
Heck, if I lived in Vegas, I'd build it for you. And literally, it's
Oh,
not that hard. It's heavy. It's heavy is the hard part.
Yeah, it's heavy.
It's not a hard build. It's just heavy.
Oh, and I revealed to Team McCloskey, and I will to you too, Papa Bread. I actually don't live in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
I live in Colorado.
Wow.
Yeah, video game Vegas.
Fornicate.
The idea behind that is two things that I loved: Vegas and video games. So that's how it came about.
That's cool. I always thought you were from Vegas.
I know. It's
Probably everyone does when they hear
know.
the name. They're like, he must live in Las Vegas. But anyway,
Vegas.
I did enjoy your video where you do your arcade tour. You have a really awesome arcade, and that's what I got into this for. This whole hobby is just to play games. I love arcade games. It's great. I would have never thought I would be able to have a home arcade with the kind of games that I have, the pinball, the real arcade, the machines that emulate real arcade games so well. I never would have dreamed I would have access to so many games that I have like I do today.
I know, right?
I know. It is crazy. And we all get to share with each other, which is just fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you're a kid, you never thought this was coming.
No, never.
I mean, you
Never.
had to go to the arcades and put the quarters in. It's like, man, I wish I had one of these at home. Now you can.
Team McCloskey, now we got them all.
Yeah, we got them all. Yeah, and I've just been having a blast with this 4K pinball. This is my first virtual, and that's why I knew I was researching virtual pinball machines for over a year, and the prices, man, I just couldn't afford anything, and I was going to get the HD version, and then last February they announced 4K. I'm like, I might as well wait. 6 months.
Yeah, 4K all the way.
Yeah. But man, the prices out there, I mean, it's just ridiculous for a virtual pinball. I mean, they're almost as expensive as a real one. So when that game came out with this, I was pretty happy.
Yeah, I started with the Toy Shock, and then I went to the arcade one-up Attack from Mars, and then I went to Atgames HD, and now I have the 4KP. So I really love virtual pinball, and I'm hoping that the 4KP is the magic bullet that I've been looking for all this time.
I think it will be. I mean, especially if you're going to do the OTG, it's so smooth and seamless. I mean, there's a couple things you got to do on your computer now, and that's it, man. You're up and running. So, the sky's the limit. It depends on your computer. I mean, the sky's the limit. I mean,
OTG. This new computer is it's unreal.
Yeah, and I'm looking. I think my first.
I switched video game Vegas with this new computer. I actually switched from playing on my PlayStation 4 because I could always score higher in pinball tournament play to using my actual pinball cabinet, because now I can score higher on my pinball cabinet with this new computer, and that's insane. Because there is no, I mean, like with a console, you have state of the art graphics. And almost, I mean, everything is optimized for playing games, So they really have closed the gap. And I can see in my pinball scores playing these tournaments each week. It's really great. I mean, and the OTG works great. That's something also people don't ever mention. Pretty much they got the OTG down from the get-go and it was running good. And now it's just they've perfected it a little bit even more. But it had pretty good OTG even at launch, better than the Zen pinball,
Yeah,
better than Peanuts. But there were still certain things,
If it wasn't for Wagner's Tech Talk, who I have a big respect for, I've got a lot of respect and trust for him over the years. If he did not demonstrate how good OTG was before they even came up with the final design, I would have never pre-ordered. And I'm glad that Wagner was able to show that, and At-Games was able to allow him to show that, because that was what really sold me, because I wanted the OTG.
Yeah, and I think there is an enthusiast culture, like the people that invested in OTG, that have that really kick-ass computer you need, that figured out how to get the OTG running. I mean, they're going to kind of be snobs, because it is a very premium experience, you know. And but I mean, I think, you know, there's something for everyone, which I like, you know.
Yeah,
that's how I got my OTG working, watching the Wagner's Tech Talk video. You know, because when we first had to do, we had to do that mapping thing.
Yeah, it's easier now. You don't even have to do that anymore.
You don't have to do that now.
Now it just thinks it's a keyboard. You just tell it which buttons, you know, just touch the keys, and you're off to the races. Couldn't be easier.
Yep.
I'm getting a lot of love in the chat, and I really appreciate that people wanted to subscribe to my channel. It's very nice. Thank you, Carl O, for putting out that link. I'm actually one of those people that I do YouTube a little differently. I never thought I would actually have subscribers. My main goal was to have that one view, just one person watching my video, and I mainly started putting out content because YouTube started to delete my comments. And it wasn't somebody actually deleting them. It's an algorithm that they run but it was catching my comments, which were always fine. And it's random. So it was really nice to get into the community and be able to share and stuff. And I've just seen a lot of love from a lot of people coming to the channel and just taking a view, and because that's what motivates me, is that just that one view, and all the rest is gravy. So definitely thank you all for the real nice, kind words in the chat and everything, and enjoying the content.
Yeah, you get some good content over there. I even watched your last video talking about Vegas not being so good anymore.
That one's going crazy. I had a lot of yeah. I mean, it's actually almost becoming my #1 video now. I've been flabbergasted. I didn't think many people would watch it because I do the video game stuff, but yeah, I have people who are in the Las Vegas community, and some have been pretty vocal against my views on Las Vegas. But you know what? It's all about sharing opinions, and as I always say in my videos, it's like I always want people to have a right to their opinion, but only I can have a right to mine. I think
that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's a good argument.
Yeah, and I just want to be able to share opinions, and even tonight, being able to have differing opinions and still show that respect and love for the community that you guys show every single week, and being able to have these discussions and still be friends and friendly and all that just means the world to me.
Well, absolutely.
Well, we're lucky to have you on. So, yeah, it's been a good talk. I mean, I'm enjoying this. So, you know, people have their opinions, and you know, we all should be able to express our opinions. You know, because they are just our opinions. You know.
Yeah, and that's what I've always appreciated about you guys' show. It was interesting when I first came to Arcade Talk. I didn't really let's go the sucker first, and then I'll finish. I can dig it, sucker.
We got 5 of them.
Thank you, Jason, for that 5 memberships. Okay. Hey, there's Adam. Ray's brother. Got a membership there. Thanks, Jason, for those 5 memberships. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I'll just say that most of the channels that I come across in this community, I never really know if I'm going to connect. But there was something especially about you and Papa Brad having conversations, especially in the iArcade talks and everything, where you were being able to just have these civil conversations about just things that you loved. And that really kind of drew me. And I was like, I don't know if this is really resonating, but I'm going to stick around. And I'll tell you what, I'm so happy that I did. And I'm so glad that I found both of you guys' channels. It's just been wonderful.
Well, thanks. We appreciate you being in the chat every week. It means a lot. So, but yeah, I always want to give people's opinions. We're never always going to agree. You know, sometimes we will, but sometimes we won't. So it's good to have that conversation and get all of our points out there, because there's always two sides. So
what do we got next, Team McCloskey?
Did you want to talk about this calendar a little bit for the Wave 1s?
I just want to talk about the deals that you get for Wave 1, 2, and 3. Now, the Wave 1 orders have started
today.
So, today. So if you want to get a Wave 1, I wouldn't wait too long. And I don't think the quantity is as high as people think. So the Wave 1 will go through pretty quick. So if you really want a Wave 1 deal, you're probably going to have to, I can't tell how long it's going to last, but I know it's not, it's not a ton of machines that they have for Wave 1.
No, and either way, it's going to end next Wednesday if it makes it that
Wednesday,
far.
if it makes it that far, yeah.
And that's the 1249.
Scroll down to where it shows you what you actually get on the three different deals. They have a page. If you scroll, they have a page that shows you exactly what you get with each deal.
I don't think it's on this one. I think it's on the other one.
It's not on that one, is it? Okay.
See, the other one is just
it's scaled because the factory direct one is the best deal, and it's scaled where if you get the Wave 1, you get the best coupons.
Right. Yeah, I did show that one page. This one page had a summary on it. I'll show that while I'm pulling up the other one. But down here's your deals that you're getting. Pull this over, see if I can find it.
You get 35% off on pinball packs too if you want to buy pinball packs.
Yeah.
Plus you get 2 months of Arcade Net. That's the slide I'm looking for right there. Yep. That shows you, like, if I wait to Wave 2, how good of a deal do I get? If I wait to Wave 3, how good of a deal do I get? And this kind of follows like the way it seems like the last couple
times. They always do it, yeah.
It's the way they've always done it. I mean, the Wave 1 is by far the best deal.
And this one, only thing they left out on this one is that buy one get one for the for the advanced features.
Now, the way I understand it is that activates after you do your first firmware update.
Yes.
So when you update to the current firmware, that's when your coupons get activated for buying the games, I think, and for the I don't know if it's for the games, but definitely for the advanced features.
I think it might be for the games too, because
I think it's for the games too, actually.
Because there were some games that we could not play.
But I mean, 35% off is great. And here's the thing I like: they give you the pinball net right off the rip. You get 2 months, and that pretty much unlocks like 144 tables. And I don't know. I'm a sucker for a lot of these tables they have because I've been playing them since the HD pinball. And I still love them on the 4K device. And you got all the good ones, all the ones that all the classics are in there. You got the Gottlieb tables, the real pinball tables like Haunted House. I mean, Wipeout. We just did the Wipeout tour. Have you been enjoying the Flipper Friends? I know you've been playing, T, with me. I see your name on the leaderboards, T. I see you in there.
We had PK in the comments here.
Hey, we have PK in the chat. Welcome to the chat, PK.
Welcome. Yeah, I've been enjoying the Flipper Friends. I've actually been doing not too bad on those. I haven't looked on the recent ones.
I've been in the top 50 on every table they've done so far. Eventually, there's going to be one where I can't do it. But so far, I've been in that top 50 list every single time.
You got to be in the top 50, right, to get the prizes.
You got to be, to be on there, to be in that list. But I enjoy the competition. It's just getting to see, in playing over the week and seeing your score raise and watching some people that are better than you, like Tomato Grass did some streams. I like all that stuff. That's how you get better, T. McCloskey. You got to swim with the sharks.
I had a quick question, guys. If you don't mind, this is just something that me and Team McCloskey talked about a long time ago. But have you heard anything new about the being able to tie your table purchases directly to your machine on the 4KP, like you can on the HD?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything about that.
Okay.
What was it?
Like to tie your pinball machines to the cabinet like you can with the HD cabinet.
No, you can't right now.
I don't think so.
You can't right now? Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm hoping they open
just-
that up. I hope they open
Yeah.
it up in the future, but no, right now it's just to account, not the cabinet.
Oh, I appreciate the update. Definitely. Yeah, that's something that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and I think this is, tough time for all of us. We're figuring out ways to invite more families to join and enjoy the community. And that's, more people playing virtual pinball for us all. I mean, whether we realize it or not, it's more people in the tournaments, I think that, virtual pinball can bring people into playing real pinball evening. So I think it's great. I think it's a good move that At-Games is doing.
Pinball's the first actual machine that I played when I was a little kid. It was before video games, anything, and so it's definitely holds a big place in my heart. And the reason that I own 4 virtual pinball machines, or at least bought 4 virtual pinball machines.
Wow, you got like a row of virtual pinballs. That's awesome. Yeah, I remember Haunted House, being a little kid, going in the arcade and playing. I could play Miss Pac-Man, Frogger, or Haunted House pinball. I put that, and it was expensive. I want to say it was either 50 cents or $1 to play the Haunted House pinball. I played it. I lasted as a kid. I lasted like maybe 2 minutes. It was like 3 balls straight down the middle, And I was like, I'm gonna go play some Miss Pac-Man,
That's the table that invigorated me back into pinball, Papa Brad.
I love Haunted House.
Yeah, it was. I was always playing video games. I forgot about pinball forever. Then Haunted House came out, and boom, Pinball City again.
That was Gottlieb's answer to arcade games. They were like, how are we going to make a pinball machine to compete with arcade games? Because pinball was falling off, right? And so they came up with the multiple play fields, with the Black Hole and Haunted House. And those games were right up beside, Miss Pac-Man and Galaga. And they were pretty cool. They're still cool. They're probably hard to keep running. I think this virtual pinball is a lot easier to keep running
I love
real
it.
Haunted House.
Virtual pinball is where it is.
I mean,
for me at least,
a ton of tables on one machine is really a great experience for someone that if you just want to play, if you just want to enjoy playing that pinball and you like the feel of pinball, I think it's a great experience. I think a lot of people, if more people were exposed to it, it would grow a lot even more. Virtual pinball, a lot of people are like, oh, you're playing pinball with screens? I'm like, yeah, it's like, it's different. People don't know about it. They only know real pinball. So, I mean, I think it has a lot of room to grow.
Yeah.
In my opinion, as a hobby and as just a video game segment,
See you, PK. Have a good night.
Yeah, virtual pinball is, when I was a little kid, I would get these mechanical pinball machines. They were very small, and you could put them on your lap. And I just loved them. And they would break that same day when I get them for Christmas. It's like I play them so much. And then when virtual pinball finally came out, I was so fascinated but could never afford it. And then, of course, Toy Shock came out, and I went buck wild. And and unfortunately, it wasn't the thing. It wasn't until the HD, the At-Games HD, where I could actually get a decent play with the no flipper lag, or at least very small, where I didn't notice it. And because even though I love the form factor of the arcade 1-up Attack from Mars, the problem is that if it's playing at 60 frames per second, it's skipping frames, and it's hard on my eyes because it just doesn't feel right. When I got HD, it was like night and day. I was like, wow, this is actually playing like a pinball machine.
They really flipped the script with enabling OTG on it and giving people that option, to kind of get that into that platform of playing, on the go pinball like that. It was a huge thing.
Yeah.
Ray De La Torre says the micro got him into that. Was his first. That's what his first pinball machine was.
That's great too.
Yeah, I've heard great things about the micro actually.
Yeah, I mean, people, playing in our tournaments sometimes with the micro through OTG and stuff. So,
Well, I heard
great
that they fixed a
little
lot
machine.
of things from the HD when they brought out the micro, and I heard that
Yeah.
I mean, just all sorts of things where it's like, oh, this used to not be that great on HD, but then they fixed all those things on the micro, and then of course the 4KP they advanced it even more, and especially for the OTG crowd, and I cannot wait to play or at least use my machine for that.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to get it built and get a chance to play it.
Yeah.
And get a hands-on experience with it.
Doc Mario S, does the 4K also play at 60 frames per second? Yes, it does. Some of the Zen tables, especially the beginning ones, probably did not. But further on, Zen going, we're getting closer and closer to 60. The last 2 packs were just actually the last 5 or 6 since Attack from Mars.
Really, at Attack from Mars is where they turned the tide a little bit and got them a lot closer. But believe me, Zen themselves are not happy. Zen themselves, they say it all the time. They're going to, I mean, they want to fix it, Zen. So, I mean, it's everyone is on this, and they're we'll just have to wait and see.
Yep, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully Tampa Tech's right. It's coming sooner than later.
I hope so.
I'm hoping he's right and they figured it out. That'd be great. Because that's only really sticky part for most people is the Zen tables.
Right.
Everybody loves the Got Libs. Everybody loves the
the natural history 1 and 2 are going to be awesome. The 2 one looked amazing. I mean, I can't wait to watch it again on my computer. I had it on my phone.
You guys like the natural history ones, the natural history pack.
I like a lot of the tables I like. There's a few I don't. Exoplanets, maybe not.
Oh yeah, that was
maybe not exoplanets, but I really like Amazonia. I like
that's the one I like. Yeah, I like Amazonia was the only one that kind of grabbed me. The rest of them not so much, but as you said, Papa Brad, the more options you throw out there, the more, I mean, you're going to hit more different audiences.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's true. The more you get out there, yeah. I like the Ice Age one. I really like the sound effects on that one.
Yeah. And the Magic Pixel tables play completely different than the Gottlieb tables and the Zen tables. They're all completely different.
Yeah. They're all different,
But you can't really compare them. Like, you can't compare the Magic Pixel to Zen because it's 2 different things. If you want to compare Zen, you should be comparing it to OTG. There's Zen on OTG, in my opinion. There's Zen OTG and Zen on native Atgames. Those are comparable, but like compare it, let's say apple and orange,
Yeah.
I just want to compare Elvira when it comes to the
I know that's what we need. 4KP. We need Elvira. We need Elvira on the 4KP.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, we do.
And then we need a skin if we get Elvira.
Yeah,
that's right.
If you get Elvira, you got to get the skin.
Well, actually,
it doesn't matter which one. All Elvira pinball tables are awesome.
And actually, technically, me and Team McCloskey already have Elvira on our 4KP with our Stern mat.
I saw that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you got that.
Yeah, we have Elvira technically.
One of the things I want to tell you, like one of the things I was impressed with going from the HD to the 4KP is the interface. There she is. Yeah, the interface is way better. The whole interface system is way less complicated. They did a great job. Yeah, when they redid the interface, like it used to be you had to have the joystick to be able to navigate.
Yeah.
I felt like it was like so clunky, but the new interface is just, that's why they're planning on going with it with the arcades when they redo it too. They're going to use that newer interface they came out with. But that's a huge improvement.
Yeah, huge.
I know Team McCloskey, you have the pucks and stuff that use the older interface, and there's just no comparison. It's just so much better.
I get so mad at that damn thing sometimes too, because you go along and then all of a sudden you hit like down by mistake instead of going sideways. It goes down to the tiles and stuff. It's like, I hate that damn thing.
Yeah.
Wish they would upgrade those pucks to that new one. I don't know. They can do everything to the new one. Do you think? I know the AOU coming is.
The one coming to Walmart's going to have the new. I mean, the one coming to Sam's is going to have the new interface.
And then that 4K.
The next AOU they're going to make.
Do you think that
they should have a model between the 4K and the? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Video Game Vegas.
Yeah, do you think that Killer Instinct 1 and 2, I mean, I'm not talking the pinball tables, I'm talking the actual Killer Instinct 1 and 2 and Battletoads will be coming to the 4KP, and would it be advantageous because the reason that I was kind of wanting the control panel on the 4KP and bought one was the fact that I heard that, of course, Killer Instinct 1 and 2 and Battletoads were coming to the platforms with that games, and I was just hoping that maybe I could play the fighting games on that bigger back glass screen with Killer Instinct.
Yeah, I don't know. They haven't announced anything on that yet. I think that's down the road, so we'll have to wait and see what they do.
Okay.
They don't really have an arcade platform yet for the pinball. You know, like they had where you could buy arcade games in packs on the ALU, right?
Right.
But I haven't seen the arcade games.
Man,
I always thought it was a huge miss. They should make some pinball that they have that actually uses the extra controller panel. Like if you have that controller panel, how cool would it be to be playing a pinball game and then it breaks into a video game and you can actually use the controls on the joystick and the buttons.
Well, think about Baby Pac-Man.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, they could do. I mean, they could have it where you could still use the D-pad or whatever. But I mean, just to enable the controls would be a cool thing. I would like to see on something in the future.
And like little mini games.
Yeah,
because Baby Pac-Man, you had where you were playing on the pinball machine, and then when you'd hit a certain place on the table, then it would go up and play Pac-Man.
Yeah,
exactly.
They could totally do that too, which would be really cool.
Yeah, even like the Zen with the Duke Nukem. You have those little mini games.
Oh yeah,
you got to shoot. In the movie theater, it'd be awesome to use the control stick and button, man, to maneuver that. That'd be so cool.
Oh yeah. I play that on OT. It is hard to use the pinball buttons to do the shooting game. It's a lot easier on the consoles because you have the joystick controller, but it's kind of harder on the pinball, I find.
Yeah, that game should do that, man. Bring out packs of like arcade games for the pinball, 4K pinball machine. To play in the back.
Especially if it's just like, I would say, like put out a small pack of vertical games that are in vertical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like some shmups or something. I think that'd be awesome.
I love playing 1942 on my HD.
I do too, man.
Yeah.
And they could have it open up
games
too.
Are awesome with the pinball table. I mean, they look pretty good with that
full
big
screen, baby.
Full screen, man.
Full
Stretch
screen.
that screen.
Yep.
You got a gigantic Centipede or Galaga or
whatever
you're playing, Like you're saying 1942.
Yes.
Yeah, and they can have it in the settings where you want to play it, on the back box or on a play field.
Yeah, they can just have it push it to whatever one. They already have that figured out.
Yeah, just put it in the settings which one you want to play it on. Like verticals, you would obviously want to play in a play field, but some of the scrolling ones, you would want to play in a back box or back glass.
Yeah.
Give us an option in the settings. That would be so cool. And it would open up more games on the 4K pinball machine.
Yeah.
As well. I'm interested. I play the Coin Op X all the time on my pinball, so I love it. I love stretching that freaking field, the whole play field, man. It's so fun playing on that thing, stretched.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Jason's pretty much right. You could play most of the arcade packs on the 24-inch back glass, which is actually the same size as the ALU. It's an ALU's monitor. It's the same size.
Yeah, it's the same monitor. Yeah, they just opened up more, more streams that revenue for them as well, because now you're just not getting the AL people, you're getting a 4K pinball too, or in HD too. I mean, it would be for both HD pinball and 4K pinball. I mean, it would be great. I think they would have a lot of interest in that, especially if you have that control panel, or arcade control panel.
Well, I think you can on the HD right now. I mean, I can play Activision games on my HD. I think it's already enabled for the HD pinball. Yeah, I can play the Activision games on the HD pinball.
And they had, and that's true too, because they had a couple. They have some Data East packs for the HD pinball.
Yeah,
they have packs.
Yeah, they're actually ALU packs, but they work on the HD pinball.
So it'd be cool if they bring that over to the 4K and add more for the HD as well.
Easton says the General Loader arcade app could play all the games you typically play on the ALU screen on the ALP backlash monitor. There's a lot of possibilities.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. So much is coming.
I know. I heard they're building a build for the 4KP, but I haven't heard of an arcade build for it. But that would be great, you know.
Yep. Yeah, it would.
I have my arcade joystick skinned and just sitting in a box, Team McCloskey.
I know you never put it back on there.
Never put it back on. I know. I have it skinned and everything with the Adams family. It looks great.
Yep, that's right. HD's getting new packs, getting a natural history pack. Plus, isn't I think the rare ones are going to the HD as well, right? The rare pinball packs. I thought they were coming to both.
I think they're coming to both.
Yeah,
Metal Sosa says that the tables that were shown in the Tampa Tech video were on the HD. They look pretty good. The natural history.
That's right, yeah. Oh, okay. So he has HD pinball.
He has it all. I mean, he has like everything because he does you know, quality control. He got that quality assurance job.
Yep.
So he has everything. He has everything At-Games makes, it looks like. But
nice.
So what do we got next, Team McCloskey?
I just want to let people know too before we move on is today was wave 1 started for
8th through the 12th.
Store direct, and then Monday the 12th is when the factory direct go on sale. So just let people know that for wave 1. So today was start of wave 1 for store direct, and then Monday is wave 1 for factory direct.
The factory direct is the one that's like $1,100 plus $100 shipping, right?
Yes.
So that's the lower price one. Yeah, that's going to be the one that's going to sell out quick. That's going to go quick, Team McCloskey.
Yeah.
When does that come live? That comes live on Monday?
Monday the 12th, yep.
Monday the 12th, okay.
So all right, what else you want to where are we going next? And there's those coupons again. This is a lot easier to see too.
Yeah, that shows all the coupons for the wave 1.
Wave 1, 150 off. $50 coupon on your topper, $50 coupon for your SSF kit. Buy one, get one for the advanced features, and then 35% off all packs. And it is just for the people that are purchasing the machine now. Like, we can't get that 35% off. I wish we could.
I don't get that.
I wish we could, man. I'd buy a couple more, but
yeah.
Oh,
that's a good discount.
I had a question on the toppers. So let's say that of course I have the Adams family 4KP. What if I just wanted to go out and say, hey, I'd like to have one of those Attack from Mars toppers? Can you buy just the topper?
Yes, eventually. I'm not sure when.
Yeah, eventually, yeah. I bet you're going to tell you one. Yeah, they're going to have them in their store.
Yeah, I asked At-Games that. Yeah, I asked At-Games that, and he said, yeah, it's going to be in their e-store eventually.
Cool.
So anybody can buy those toppers. Because they do this with Snoopy pinball, man. I want that Snoopy pinball.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah,
oh, yes.
Snoopy topper. I know you said you like that one too.
Yeah, I love that. Man. Put that on the wall. I put it on the wall, light it up, man. It would be cool.
That would be cool.
So, yeah, that 35% off on pinball packs, man, is a pretty good deal. That's just wave 1. And in wave 1, here it is here. Purchases between August 8th at 9 a.m. Pacific and August 12th until 6 p.m. So that's wave 1. So it's not to the 15th. So it's the 12th. So 8th through the 12th is wave 1.
Okay. Now I have a question about the 35% off. Is that for everything but Zen?
Yeah.
Okay. And actually, you know how we were always saying that we wish that the Zens would go on sale. I think that it's smart right now because of the issues they're having with Zen to basically put the discounts on the ones that we know that work. So the only way that I would want to see Zen go on sale if they're not working is to see like an 80% off, just basically say, hey, we're going to have you guys beta test, and really just put them cheap. But yeah, I'd hate to see a sale on broken, well, I'm not going to say broken, not optimal versions of the table. So I think that it is smart just to keep it to the things that they know that really work well.
Yeah, it's a safe bet, that's for sure.
Yep.
But and to be fair though, some Zen tables are a really great value. Like Attack from Mars is $5. You know.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is
like,
a good value.
I would say do not skip that one. And Twilight Zone is probably the closest to perfect they've ever done with the Zen tables. Twilight Zone plays almost perfect.
Wow.
To me, it's incredible.
Looks
and
really good
I
too.
play it on OTG too. It's very good. I don't, that to me, that was the biggest misstep. That should have been the launch table with that pinball table on it because it plays so good. But can't go back. Video Game Vegas, you can't go back.
As long as I can use my $5 appreciation coupons to get it. Just kidding.
So what do we got next, Team McCloskey? Where are we going? Tournaments?
Let's do
look at the calendar. At games. Do you want to continue with at games, or you want to move to something else?
Damn. Yeah, well, I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. Let's do Flipper Friends real quick. See what tables are up next, because that starts tomorrow.
Okay.
We're at what? I guess we're at week 6.
Next.
So week 6 we're on right now. So week 6 we have Bone Busters for Gauntlet.
Bone Busters, that was a good one.
Bubble Boom Bobble for Pinball Open, and then how you say Pinball
Zancor. Yeah, the
Pack 6. Zachariah
Yeah.
Pack 6. So that's this week's
cool.
tables start tomorrow. So there's Flipper Friends for
That's
you.
awesome. Scroll up a little bit. I enjoyed that Big Shot table and Space I enjoyed all 3 tables this past week. All 3 of those were fun to play.
They were fun.
They were
Big
really
Shot.
fun. I mean, Fire Mountain reminds me. That if that's not the closest thing to a Williams ripoff, the sound effects. I mean, that Fire Mountain could have been a Williams table. It literally exactly sounds like a Williams table.
Well, a lot of those Zachariah tables, they actually used sound effects from Williams video games.
I believe it because it sounded just like a Williams. Yeah. I was like playing it. I was like, man, this could have been on a Williams pinball table. They play good. And so next week we get Bone Busters, which I like. That's a fun table. Yeah. I got to play the real one at the Houston Arcade Expo. It was pretty fun. We got Bubble Bobble, which is very similar to Space Invaders. It's like what do you think? Have you played those, Team McCloskey, Space Invaders or Bubble Bobble? They're kind of like a combination of a video game and a pinball table. There's things that walk across the table.
Yeah.
Like
I played both
and stuff. And then
I like Space Invaders. I just don't like Bubble Bobble. Bubble Bobble plays too long.
Yeah.
Space Invaders ends, man. Even if you don't freaking
Space Invaders is awesome.
Space Invaders, yeah. The thing that's funny is you think you had an awesome game, and then you look at the scores people get, and you're like, man, I played for like 15 minutes. I thought I was an ass. And then like you get the scores, and it's like, man, I don't know how to play pinball or something. Look at these scores. But there's definitely some score strategies you must have to have. But I still think it's. For the average person, if they played that, they would be pretty happy because it really does meld a video game and a pinball pretty well.
Yeah.
I think the next step is they need to integrate the controller, though, for people that buy the controller to have the option to use the controller when it goes to video game mode, or add some more video game modes in. Like, a lot of the great Williams pinballs, they have, and even Stern, they have a lot of mini games. And that would be an ideal use for that controller.
Yep. Would be awesome. You would add that. Just want to show you guys, man. I was a winner this week or last week, whatever.
You won
a $10 random Flipper Friends winner.
Very cool.
All right. All right.
Awesome.
Just don't buy any Zen tables.
What? I can't buy no Zen tables with that.
I know Zen tables. Do you have all the Taito packs yet?
Taito packs are awesome.
You should if you're missing one, you should just buy a Taito pack. Those are all awesome. Those are good.
Yeah, I should.
That was the good thing about.
I think we all got the Gottliebs. Yeah.
That was the good thing about the first 4KP sales was all table packs were 50% off.
I know that.
That's where I bought all my Taitos and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I kind of loaded up on a lot of them when they had the good deal.
Yeah.
I got my $10. I was shocked. Caro told me about it. I'm like, really? Actually won? Like, dang, man, I never win. I was like, hey, woo.
But I think the schedule, the only thing that they have really that's super important is at the end of the month we're getting the Jurassic Park 3-pack, which will be good.
Those actually are decent tables.
Yeah, we just did a tournament with Jurassic Park, the first table, and those
are actually good.
Challenging because the to activate modes is time based, and you have to make it within so many seconds.
Oh yeah.
So Jurassic Park is a great challenging table. But it's not easy. It has not an easy mode table. It's kind of because there's a small window you have to start the events.
Yeah, see, I like some Zen originals.
Yeah,
I mean,
me too.
I do like some.
I know you feel about Godzilla. We won't even go there, Video Game Vegas.
No.
We won't even go to Godzilla. But
the thing is,
Jurassic Park,
if you guys like them, that's the whole thing. It's like some people are going to like certain tables. Like
That's right.
I didn't think anybody was going to like Trolls, and I fell in love with that one.
Yeah, Trolls is great.
Yeah.
It is so much fun.
Okay,
I can't believe I like that table, but it's really fun.
Yeah.
So I just want to show you real quick. This is probably the easiest way to see these wave 1, 2, and 3. So there's the premium starter pack. It's factory direct. So these are the ones coming from China, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's 8th to the 12th for wave 1. Wave 2 is 15th through the 19th, and then wave 3 is the 22nd to the 26th. So you don't have much time. You got 5 days to purchase these waves if you want to get the factory direct. And then the U.S. warehouse one starts on the 23rd. They'll be in stock at the U.S. warehouse on the 23rd.
In that they basically ship out right away, but you don't get the lower price.
No, wave 1 factory direct is the best deal to get.
$12.49.
Factory. No, this one is $1,100.
Okay.
It started today.
Right, that one's right. Okay.
And then that's the one you get to buy one, get one, the $50.
But the U.S. warehouse is $12.49, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
The U.S. warehouse one's the one on the 23rd.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the best deal is wave 1 factory direct. Started today, and it only goes to the 12th, so it's Monday. So you only have 5 days to get into that deal. So if you're on the fence or thinking about doing it, you got to Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific.
30 to 55 days shipping direct from China. $1,099 plus $100 shipping.
Yeah, and they said not to be. It could change, but they said roughly around September 7th, which would be about a month. If you ordered on 8th, you would get it right. You might get it around the 7th of September. So it kind of gives you. That would be like that'd be the earliest you would get it, where it would be the 7th, which is 30 days from the 8th. So, and they, like Jason said, 30 to 55 days. So the earliest you could see it would be the September 7th, but it could be definitely later. So that's the time frame for those. So I'm glad I saw that up there. It's probably the easiest way to see these on all the stuff that we looked at. And then, like you said, August 21st, subject to change, we could get Jurassic Park pinball pack, which there's three pinball tables in that pack, right?
Yeah, there's 3 different Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, and
I always forget the third one.
I forget the third one. There's 3 different ones.
Yeah,
and I definitely have to. Yeah, and I definitely have to hold anything that's Zen. I'm holding back though until they get the lag done, because I mean I just can't. I wish I could recommend something like that, but I know that I wouldn't buy them myself until I actually stop buying all Zen packs until they figure it out.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, to me, they did get better since the Attack from Mars, but they're still not perfect. They're not, they're not, what I mean, I think there's room for improvement still.
Yeah. Okay. Especially with the flipper lag and plunger. It's really not plunger lag. Who would you say?
The plunger thing doesn't even bother me though, because like when you play OCG, I use a button for the most part. But the flipper delay. What's up, Tomato Grass? Good to see you.
Yeah. Plunger
Happy
delay.
Thursday.
Yeah, that don't bother me either, but I know it does for some people.
Yeah,
No
they had
firmware
it
update.
pretty close to 1-to-1 on the HD. They had it so dialed in. It's
They
like
did?
that always impressed me. Yeah, on the HD pinball, they did a pretty good job with the plunger.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
wonder why they're having
absolutely.
such a challenge. I don't know what's different, but it was pretty impressive on the HD.
Oh yeah.
I was told by Games they figured that plunger thing out, but they just
Okay,
haven't
well.
for some reason they haven't firmware updated it yet. So I'm
Yeah,
not sure why.
we need that firmware update. That's the firmware update I want to see. And Team McCloskey, we will have a party whenever the Zen flipper lag. That's when we have a blowout party at the Arcade Talk Show. We're gonna have a big party. It'll be a party episode.
And say, woo! Pop the champagne.
That's right.
Finally fixed the flipper
Hey,
lag.
we
is
got
fixed.
Barnes Arcade in the chat. Welcome to the chat, Barnes Arcade. He has a YouTube channel. Go check him
It's a
out.
Barnes Arcade.
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel. Welcome to the chat.
Okay, so we're at hour and a half. So we got 30 minutes. We can do it, right?
Yeah, let's do it, man. We got to get into our tournaments.
We can do it.
Right. Let's do. You want to do Carlo's game of the week first? So everybody
Yeah,
can
let's
take a
do
little,
that.
take a little
Yes.
break.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, let's do Carlos game of the week.
Yes.
It's that time, guys. For
That time.
Carlo's game of the week.
Woo! Let's go.
It's time for Carlos Game of the Week!
And the game of the week is the real Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Oh, I love that game. Oh,
Team
Daddy-
McCloskey, that is a perfect pick for you. The real Ghostbusters.
Somebody else didn't want to do it.
I'm going to get the numbskull version.
Yeah, it's great. Some of these Carlo games of the week, they do really great on my channel. I think Renegade is in the, in the over 1,000 views. That's great. But I love going back to these classic arcade games. I mean,
Yes.
it's never too late to come back to these classics, and give them another shot and play them again.
That's
Especially
right.
with how good our emulation is today. I mean, we're really, like I said, we are spoiled. We live in a golden age,
Are you guys looking at the numbskull version, the 1/4 scale real Ghostbusters?
Man, I just don't have the space to collect many of those. I have a couple New Wave toys, but I don't have the space, man.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you. They are big.
They are cool, though.
Yeah, look at that marquee on this thing. That thing's a beast.
I see that, man.
I love it.
It's curved. It reminds me of RoboCop. It had that crazy curved marquee like that.
They're also getting RoboCop too, numbskull.
Was that a Data East? I think it was a Data East. Was RoboCop Data East?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. They had that cabinet with the curve. I think they're
the same cabinet then.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
This came out in 1987. Real Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Great game.
Speaking of RoboCop, Team McCloskey, I remember, where I first came across RoboCop? The only reason I mentioned is because Video Game Vegas was in Colorado. I was going skiing. And I injured my foot skiing. Yes.
Oh
wow.
And they had RoboCop at the ski lodge. So that's where I played a ton of RoboCop.
Yeah, it was in my student union.
Had that crazy curved bezel like that. The logo, I mean the marquee. There's nothing quite like it. This is a 3-player game, huh, Team McCloskey?
Yes, it is. It's 3 players.
Yes, it is.
You don't see that too much. Like Battletoads. There's not a ton of games that were 3-player. Rampage. That's cool, though.
Yeah, it's a great game. I know some people don't like it, but I just fell in love with it.
Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's could be the same cabinet, but the control deck's obviously different. So there's the RoboCop.
On the RoboCop.
Yeah, RoboCop had 2 different cabinets. One just had a small picture of the RoboCop poster, and the other one had the full side art. And we had the full side art one in my college student union. It's just a fantastic machine. That's a RoboCop 2, Part 2. That's not the original.
Okay. Yeah. Same marquee.
One looks different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the
RoboCop 2
marquee.
Is like the sequel to the sequel to Rasted, like NASTAR Warrior. It's not as good as the first.
Not as good as the original.
Yeah.
All right, let's run the video I got here. Yeah, 3-player. Okay.
So good.
And this is actually based off of the cartoon series. I didn't know that
Yes.
until I did this video.
Yeah.
Most people thought it was based off the movie, but it's not. It's actually based off the movie or a cartoon series that came out the same year, 1987.
Oh, okay, cool.
There's more key. Okay. Roll the video here. Carl O's Game of the Week is The Real Ghostbusters, released by Data East in 1987. The Real Ghostbusters arcade game was not developed by David Crane, but rather by Data East. It's more straightforward running gun action game, more suitable to the arcade than the first Ghostbusters title, though it's not as well known since it was never ported to the consoles, only European computers. As the title cover and cabinet art indicate, it's technically a tie-in with the Real Ghostbusters cartoon series, which began airing in 1987. However, there is no indication of this within the arcade game, as none of the characters are actually look like any of the Ghostbusters. That East game is an oddity because it's actually a reskin version of a different Japanese arcade game called Meikyu Hunter G, which translates to Labyrinth Hunter G. Even though there's some similar characteristics between the two games, there are still numerous differences between them. Unlike most running guns at the time, where the goal was simply to charge forward in a straight line, the levels here are more non-linear, as you need to move left and right to find a path to the exit. There's not exactly mazes through, even though if you come across a dead end, you can create a bridge or ladder by shooting some of the scenery. After defeating the boss, of which there are sometimes several you have to fight at the same time, you get a key and unlock the door to the next stage. There is no life meter. One hit will kill you. This is what makes this game difficult. The main differences between the Real Ghostbusters and Meikyu Hunter G lies with the weapon system. In Meikyu Hunter G, your standard weapon is a gun, which is ineffective against almost everything. There are a few different weapon power-ups. They're infrequent and disappear very quickly when revealed, making them hard to obtain. The second button fires a bunch of bullets in a circle, damaging everything around you. If you hold down both buttons, you activate the laser beam. This is more useful than your main gun, but unfortunately, its energy is very limited. In the Real Ghostbusters, you're still equipped with a gun, though there are no more extra power-ups. Instead, your laser beam is assigned to the second button. You have much more energy, making it far more useful. It's also been upgraded so it looks and acts more like the proton beams from the movie. Plus, there's a new power-up which strengthens it even further. A later revision replaces your main gun with the circle fire weapon of Meikyu Hunter G. You only use the weak gun when you run out of proton pack energy. In Ghostbusters, Slimer also appears as a power-up. There he is.
It goes around your character and hurts enemies. There's also a third
Slimer.
Ghostbusters.
He made an appearance.
Meikyu Hunter G.
Made appearance, Team McCloskey.
Killing an enemy with either weapon will release them from their body, turning them into ghosts. They are harmless, but the only way to capture them is by using the proton beam. It's not exactly accurate to the movie. At least the end of each level, there's a short cinema of your team loading the captured ghosts into a containment unit, gaining extra points. As for the visuals, most of the titles are the same, and while the levels look similar,
Yeah, those things
they
suck.
actually have different layouts.
Yeah, those bullet things. Man, what's up? They look like Klansmen with the pointy
They
hats.
are.
on. It looks like the Ku Klux. Did the Ku Klux Klan
Kill the
sponsor
Klan.
this game? What's up with that?
I thought they looked like
Nothing
sharks.
wrong with taking out some Klansmen. I mean, but I'm just saying.
are the same, including the white hooded guys.
Look at that. This looks crazy.
It's awesome.
The others have been redrawn for Ghostbusters. The new ones have a more comic look that fits in tone with the movie. There's only a single boring song that plays in
Over and
that cube
over
under
and
G.
over.
In Ghostbusters, this has been replaced with Ray Parker's famous theme, which is well rendered, but grows mind-numbing after you hear it over and over.
So they play the Ghostbuster theme the whole time, Team McCloskey?
Yeah, the whole
The
time.
entire game is playing the Ghostbusters theme.
Looped.
Wow.
The Japanese release.
You know that the Ghostbusters theme is was ripped off from Huey Lewis and the News, right?
Probably the latter case.
I didn't know that.
Did I know that?
Yep. And Huey Lewis sued Ray Parker Jr. And won.
Wow.
They actually asked Huey Lewis to do the theme song first, or they wanted to use something similar, and he said no, and so then they just took it, which is the what is this song?
By Activision, the
Wow.
Omega and Atari.
Never knew that.
Oh yeah, I Want a New Drug. I Want a New Drug by Huey Lewis.
Ah,
and the
yeah.
Ghostbusters theme. Yep. And you could sing you could sing Ghostbusters right to it.
Yeah.
Team McCloskey, everyone is impressed with your game playing here. Goofyfoot says he's never seen someone die this much in a demo.
There you go, guys. There
You die a lot in the game.
The game must be hard.
It is hard.
A lot of fun.
Dude,
A lot of credits.
That guy's getting you with his balls, Team
But it
McCloskey.
does get annoying after a
He only
while.
has one.
It's ball buddies.
Get past
Ball
that,
busters.
It's a lot of fun. If you play it, don't forget, you have to get the key to get to the next stage. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. If you did, please smash that like button for me. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Turn that bell on.
That is
Thank you,
cool.
man. To the next video.
Yeah, save the city.
This was an arcade I never saw a physical version. Like as many arcades and arcade things I go to, I've never seen one of these machines out in the wild.
Yeah, I've always played it in the arcade.
That is cool.
Yeah, it was great. But that's the
I don't know
thing
why
about
it's
cool
so rare. I
arcades.
mean, I haven't seen it. You think I would have ran across it? But that's cool.
That's great.
There it is.
Real
You can see on the side
Ghostbusters.
art. You can see on the side art. It's actually the cartoon figures.
That's right. I ain't
Oh, yeah.
afraid of no ghost, Team Klosky.
No, they're Slimers.
I just added Slimer to my home arcade, a little small one in my Halloween village.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, he lights up and everything.
Ah, cool. Yeah, you'll be showing that soon, right? When Halloween comes.
Oh
around.
yeah, I definitely want to do a new Halloween.
Yeah, I like
video.
your Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. I always thought that was super cool.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
And
you.
your
Yeah, I
arcade.
love that stuff.
Very cool. I like that you had like the Christmas and the Halloween theme.
Yes. Oh man, those are my favorite themes. And my Halloween village in the arcade, you just saw one level. The rest
Yes.
I blocked off. I've now finished it. It's 4 levels now. It's a whole amusement park.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to show it off. It turned out so good. Oh, and Papa Brad, I got a theme song. It's coming out probably next week.
All right, I'll have to check it out. I love theme songs.
Yeah, this one I actually sing it a cappella.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's actually one I wrote. Hopefully, it won't be too cringy.
Yeah. Welcome to the chat, Steps Gaming. Glad you're here. So what do we got next, Team McCloskey? It's team tournaments.
Gonna do our tournaments.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
guys.
keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling.
Let's do the new one real quick, and then we'll end the show with showing the placements of the old one. So
What's the new table we're doing?
the poll says Whirlwind is our new
Whirlwind,
table.
yeah.
Whirlwind. I love Whirlwind. It's
too.
kind of a hard table though. It's not.
No,
It's no walk in the park.
No,
And there's that
Oh.
certain randomness when you get the storm going.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
As much as you think you're planning, that's going to be that random element where like every game's not going to be the same. Literally, I was cussing. The last game that I played, I literally started cussing. Team McCloskey. I have a very long fuse, but yeah, it got me because I had a really good game. My first and the second ball did well, and my third ball, like it literally almost went straight down the drain. It was like
Oof.
I literally did not get to play the third, and I was doing great. But that's pinball,
yeah, I was playing it today, man. After I did my video, it's like, damn, this thing, man. I only got like
Tough.
60,000 points in one game because it kept
That's not
draining.
it gets easier. You start to learn the paths. I have to play it a little while to get used to it again. But then you get the storm activated, and it's cool the version you show with all the effects. A lot of times I turn all that stuff off.
Turn it on, and this one.
It's pretty cool looking. Some of the effects that they had come up with.
Yeah, that's why.
How about you, Video Game Vegas? Are you a purist? Do you turn all that stuff off, or do you are you kind of go back and forth?
I turn it off, but there are a couple tables that I actually played a little bit with well, I will play with the animations on, but not the ball trails or anything.
Oh,
but
yeah, the ball
Addams
trails
family, the Addams family is kind of cool with the electric chair. Twilight Zone, another one, just fantastic
the
looking
lightning hits, the door opening. Yeah, they did a good job on some Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
The animated
one.
creature. I actually like that more than the classic version.
Yeah,
that they have.
agree.
I just think it's cool.
Awesome.
It's a great use of virtual pinball.
Yeah, because it's actually a 3D effect that's actually 3D.
Yeah. Back to the Future is not bad either, especially with the flames for the tires.
But this is a fun one, and then here's the best part: Team McCloskey. This is one of the all-time classic real-world pinballs. So while you're practicing this on Zen Pinball, when you go to an arcade and you play this pinball, it's going to greatly benefit your ability to play the game. This is one that I come across this game all the time. I think at the last, I think they had 3 of them at the Southern Fried Gaming. They had multiple Whirlwinds.
This is the one that has the fan,
gimmick.
Right?
It has the fan. Yeah, the fan blows on you. When you go into the storm, the fan blows on you. It's great. I told Team McCloskey I'm going to bring my fan in here when I'm playing. I can relive the arcade experience. When the storm kicks on, I'll hit that power button on the fan. Put a little foot switch on.
Could you imagine At-Games making a topper for Whirlwind and actually making a table and then putting a fan in the middle of it?
That would be amazing.
Awesome.
That would be amazing. That'd be so cool.
They make toppers now, so it's not reality, right?
They could totally make a Whirlwind.
Yep. That'd be awesome. All right, there's the tournament ID you look for, LNB3. That's the ID for this tournament. Go ahead and show a little clip.
This is true Williams pinball. This is the real deal. From
part of Arcade Talk show presents Zen Studios Pinball Tournament. This week's table is it's a whirlwind.
Tornado has it.
Look at the tornado.
That's so cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, I have this one on my Attack from Mars with the mod.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They have the weather effects too when you're playing. If you play with the special features on.
Click on Pinball FX. You just go ahead and hit play. Once Pinball FX loads up, all you have to do is go over to Tournaments. So up here, click on Tournaments. Once the tournament page loads up, all you have to do is go up to Search ID.
At least they made a Search ID bigger. It used to be so small.
Yeah, they did make it bigger.
NB3. So that's our tournament ID for this week. LNB3. Go ahead and hit enter. And our tournament should show up. You click on our tournament tab, and you can go into the leaderboard, or you can go in and play. Go ahead and look at the table real quick. Cool looking pinball machine.
All blue.
Yeah.
All you have to do to enter the tournament is you hit enter, get your ball started. And all you have to do is play one round of Whirlwind, and the score will automatically post to our leaderboard. That's all you got to do, guys. It's that easy. Join our tournament. A little gameplay here. You can play with the visuals on or off. It doesn't matter. Oh, look at that. You can see the winds.
Look at look here, starting to rain. Starting
Yeah,
to get some rain, Team McCloskey.
There's some craziness with the ball there. Those three things in the middle.
Craziness.
Yeah, there's a randomness to it.
Yep.
You
All
gotta play
before Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Stern.
with- they took the rain.
That's right.
I didn't realize there was a upper flipper.
Small multi-ball.
Yeah, there's upper foot, and there's another plunger lane. There's a plunger lane on the left side, Team McCloskey.
Yes.
The ball
Yeah.
goes into. You see on the left, there's a double plunger lane. Look, you just put the ball. You just put the ball in the second
Yeah.
plunger lane.
Over here. That thing drains all the time, man.
It is. It's a little tough. It's a little tough. It's a
Yep.
little- but I mean, I used to think fishtails was impossible, but then once we played it for that week, I got real good at it, man.
This week.
I can't wait to practice this
Yeah,
table.
come check out our tournament. Drop a high score on our leaderboard. We'll give you a shout out next Thursday on our stream, which starts 10 p.m. Eastern every Thursday on Arcade Time. So hopefully we'll see you in a game.
Well, there you go. Oh, shoot. Oh, I haven't it up. I was thinking I had it up on Steam already. So there you go. Whirlwind, man. It's going to be a fun week. Hopefully I get a little better at it because right now, man, I'm not very good.
That's okay. It's all fun.
Yep. It's tough, man. I want to drain all the time over there.
Yeah, if you
Crazy.
think that's a drainer, play any of the Black Knight or Black Knight 2000. Then you'll really start.
Yeah, those will make you cry. Yeah, those are truly. But the Williams machines, if you play them enough, you get better at them.
I agree.
You learn how to kind of play them.
Bring it up.
You're pulling up the leaderboard.
Yeah, do that real quick.
Just putting the
Last
score. Okay.
wasn't that many people in there, but one at least. So see some people in there. Last time I looked, there was like 5.
Okay.
Oh, you're in there.
Yeah, we got 9 now, huh?
Hey, I'm in last place.
Congratulations, Team McCloskey. You're in dead last.
There was some people below me. They must have put their scores up. There you go. I'm number 9.
Yeah, check out girl. We got Metal So-So.
Oh, Minnesota's in there. Nice.
You got me at 6. You got Sack Pin Player 5. Amused to Death. That's Gregory at 4th. So I got about at least double my score to get into Gregory's category.
Yeah.
Real Creamer, 6 million. DNZ.
7 million.
Kadash, yeah. Kadash is in the
Yeah,
Kadash
15.
with the Elvira
Yep.
picture is in number 1. Kadash is killing it.
15 million so far. Damn. I had a hard time, man, getting up to that 2 million.
Like we're at a piddly 2 million, and they're getting 15 million. Team Klosky.
I know.
They obviously know how to survive the storm better than us.
Yep. Yeah, I never survived the storm. I haven't yet, man. Not the big storm, anyways.
Hey, Kadash, welcome to the stream. Kadash, gotta represent.
Hey, there he is.
So the
Chucky?
the claw machine story is coming up in the chat, Team McCloskey. Claw machine.
Like I said, they need to do a dual partnership like they did with the Midway Golden Tea cab, and they need to do a Claw Machine X Dragon's Lair cab.
There you go.
Do people really want a claw machine, though? You guys
Not
want a
for
claw
me.
machine?
I don't want one. I would have any use for, but I mean, some people might want that. You know, if you had kids, maybe.
Yeah.
All I do is open the side and grab the toys. I don't have to use the claw.
That's true. When you got the keys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember like they would jam those toys in there where like there was no way you were even if you grabbed it, you couldn't even pull it out. They like stuff them in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they interlock them too. But
Yeah.
there's always one you can get. It's one you don't want, but you can. There's
Oh.
always one you can get on the very top. My sister told me that secret a long time ago.
Oh,
You can't be
okay.
picky. Can't be picky because there's always one or two that you can get.
Yeah, I
It's
think
not-
that I'm more excited about the New Wave Toys the skee ball machine. I think
Yeah.
that's going to be more fun.
Yeah, that'd be more fun.
Yeah.
In a post.
It's a tournament we just completed. Of course, we're talking about Chucky. Team McCloskey, this got me a limited ad. It got striked for a limited inappropriate or whatever with no advertising.
Wow.
Yeah, I wonder why I didn't get anything.
I did. Like every time I put anything Chucky up, it would hit me with a like inappropriate for YouTube.
Huh.
And I was just like, I don't know why.
Yeah, because mine were fine.
But yours
Right.
were fine. I don't know. There's
It's
something
weird.
Yeah.
Do you play something extra in it or anything?
No,
Yeah,
no. I
that's
just
different,
I said the gameplay.
Yeah, that's so weird. And I'm monetized now, so and
I think
monetized
you
the
know what
video.
it is because I named it Chucky's Killer Pinball. Did you name it Chucky's Killer Pinball?
Might have
Maybe
just said
because it has the
Chucky's.
word killer in it. It was hitting the YouTube algorithm as something that it wasn't. I don't know.
That dang. I hate that dang algorithm, I'll tell you.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I got the
He's so random.
the inappropriate thing for doing the Chucky stuff, but I don't care. I do a lot of shorts.
No, I
Yes.
called it Chucky. I called it Chucky's Killer Pinball.
I don't know. It hit me up, but it hit you up. I don't know. Selective.
Yeah. Now it's private.
It's random. It really is random.
It does seem random. It does seem
Yeah.
random.
Yeah, because I didn't get it. So
It's like a robot or something.
All right, guys. Here is we had what 26. See, we do the best on Pinball FX tables. We had 26.
Yeah,
in-
pinball M is kind of. I mean, it's kind of a because these tables are so the horror tables. I love playing them, but I mean, you're just not going to get as many people playing.
Yeah, 26 is not bad though for a pinball.
26 isn't bad, but like we know everyone. There's T Punk,
Yep. Didn't quite make 1 million.
Old Powder Days, Goofy Foot, high scores on tap. The coach
got
put in a
3.4.
score.
Got 3.4.
Look at that.
There's
Papa
Papa Brad.
Brad's gaming beat coach.
Man, just
Just
300,000.
barely by a thread. By a thread. Look at that.
300,000. That's on your PS4, right?
That's on my PS4. Yeah. It's flipped, Team McCloskey. I think my scores are going to be better now on the real pinball.
I think
On
so
the
too.
4KP. I think I
That's
flipped
great.
it. It
Great to hear.
finally flipped. I can never match my console scores up till I got this new computer. Got Kermit the Frog 31.
Got 4.7
21st
million.
place. 20th place. Yankees owner, Carl O. Good to see you,
8.5.
Carl O. Top 20 player of Chucky's Killer Pinball. Number 19, Disturbed 76.
21 million. That's somebody was in the chat earlier. They said they were Disturbed 76. I can't remember who
Okay,
that was.
awesome.
And somebody in the
Thank
chat
you
earlier.
for playing.
Yep.
18th place.
Bruno. 22.3 million.
17th place. We got Herb Wars, one of my co-hosts on the Evercadians. Good to see
24.
Herb Wars in the tournament.
24.3.
Dan's a foot. Dan's
That's
a foot.
Danny Johnston.
Danny Johnson. Awesome. Good score.
Wow,
Top
big bump.
16.
Top 16.
Man,
Hey,
look at that.
look
Look,
at me.
look at that. Team McCloskey.
Yeah, there he is.
Team McCloskey snuck right by Dan's a foot. Top 15.
Yes, I did.
Team McCloskey. Don't get the big head. Now you got 1,000 subscribers in your 15th place. Don't let that head get too big.
And I did beat Dan's foot,
Congratulations
too.
for 15th place, Team McCloskey.
Thanks. I was happy with that score.
Dean Holcroft in 14th. I name is in every
43.
tournament we do.
Yep.
He's in every tournament we've played, I think. He's playing every time. We got Sackpin Player,
Who was in the
13th
chat
place.
earlier?
Yeah.
44 million. Hey,
Good
there's
score.
Minnesota.
Metal So also was in the chat. Got a good score with 12th
Wow.
place.
53 million.
11th place. Is that
54
Dan Z?
million. That's
Who is
Dan
that?
Z.
That's
That's Dan
Dan
Z.
Z. Dan Z, 11th place.
Ah, look at you got top 10.
Top 10
10.
score for Papa Brad with 57 million
Woohoo.
on the pinball. Playing on the 4KP OTG.
Dang, nice, man. Good score, man.
As I said, look at the difference. Now I can get the higher scores in the pinball. I can't believe it. I never could match my score on console.
Yeah.
But now I can. So
Is that
I
full
got it.
OTG then?
Yeah, that's OTG
Cool.
playing Zen Pinball. Yeah. We got MF Doom, 79, 9th place.
Look at that score, 89 million.
Okay, we're swimming with the sharks now. Yeah, when I got to 57 million, I was like, I looked at the next score. I was like, that's probably not going to happen. Because I felt like that was a really good game for me, T. McCloskey.
It is. I wish I hit 57 million. Man, look at the 8th. Look at 8th, man. Damn.
I gotta pop out.
Fast.
I gotta pop out and pop back in. Take over for a minute. My camera went out.
All right. 2D the Leon, 8th place at 219 million. Wow.
Oof.
Georgia Peach at 7th with 320 million.
Wow.
That's somebody's wife. I can't remember whose wife that is. Gregory, amused to death, is 6th at 393.3 million. Kadash, top 5, 404.9 million.
Oof.
And these scores are going up fast. BGV. Man. Whoa, another big one. Is that Drakey Barks? Number 4, 530 million.
Jeez.
Dang. You're going up fast. Fader 64. 1 billion.
Oh my gosh.
Number 3.
That's insane.
How'd you guys get these scores? Man, that is crazy, man. Number 2, Sick RB, 2.1 billion.
Wow.
Man,
that's
Vader.
insane.
Okay, Georgia Peach is Vader's wife. Okay, cool. I knew it was somebody in the chat's wife. Awesome. And your wives are pretty good too, Vader. Man, Vader, you thought with 1 million or 1 billion, you would have been number 1. And number 1 is the real creamer. 2.9 billion. Almost hit 3 billion at number 1. Wow.
Congrats.
Man, almost 3 billion. Dang, guys. You guys crushed the Chucky Killer Pinball. Kadash said, great scores, everyone. Hey, yeah, I never thought the scores would go that high. Wow. I didn't think it was a easy table either. Wasn't easy for me, Video Game Vegas.
Oh yeah, I haven't played it yet because I don't own. Well, I technically have Pinball M, but I only have the free table. I haven't bought any tables on it yet.
If they ever go on sale, well, they'll go on sale, especially on Steam, man. They'll go like half price. I mean,
well, it's crazy. My machine is a beast. It's an i9 and has 64 gigs of RAM and has a really great video card. But the problem is that Pinball FX is just it's resource hungry. I can't play it like 4K 60 frames per second with everything on. So
yeah. But I've been picking up these Zen Studio packs when they go on sale because I mean on Steam, man, I know that like 80% off, 85% off.
That's the crazy thing. I owned them all on the the Pinball FX3, and one Steam sale, I was able to pick up every Pinball FX table pack for under $80.
Oh, I can believe it.
It was insane. Yeah, and so that's how I got them. But Pinball FX, of course, 3 didn't have the Pinball M table, so I didn't get any discounts there.
Yeah, I'm not sure when the next sale come out. I think we'll have at least 2 more this year. We'll have one somewhere around October, and then the other one,
the fall sale and the Christmas. Yep.
Yeah. So I'll be picking.
And
up
they're
some
always
more.
good.
Yeah, I mean, some of those tables I picked up was $1.09. You know, it's like,
yeah,
how can you go wrong with $1? You know,
exactly. Unless you're talking My Little Pony, and no, I'm just kidding. I'm playing with you.
Yeah. I didn't really care for that one that much. It was all right. Trolls is actually pretty fun though. I was shocked that I liked the Trolls one. Garfield, I knew I was going to like Garfield, but Trolls, I was kind of the whole pack, the DreamWorks pack from Zen is actually pretty good. All three of those tables are pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. The nice thing about the Zen tables though is that they do keep optimizing it on PC. So eventually I'll be able to play with all the bells and whistles. Right now I bring it down to about 2K, and then I can run it at 60 frames per second.
Okay. Yeah, I think they're having on August 29th, and they dropped their 2 new tables. I think they're doing some.
Oh yes. Oh man, I want to play those so bad. Goat Simulator, I love the actual game, but Princess Bride is just going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh
Both of them,
man,
actually.
both those tables. Yeah, both those tables are winners to me.
Yeah, August 29th, and they're going to do an update too. They're going to do some optimization, I think, on August 29th. I think
my dream is that if they do figure out the lag situation and everything on 4KP, I would love to see Zen just bring every single table over that they have. If everything is working great, I'd love to see them bring them all over, because I think that the way to play, as Papa Brad was saying, is on the actual an actual pinball
machine.
table.
Yep. Yeah, it's so much more fun on a pinball machine than it is on your computer playing with a controller or a keyboard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I was blown away when I first played. Zen was on, I believe it was the Xbox 360, and I couldn't believe the cool vibrations. I was like, this feels like pinball.
Yeah.
But man, once you actually get to play on a V pin with the actual flipper buttons and everything, I just can't go back.
I know. In the SSF kit they added to this 4K, man, it's really good.
That's the crazy thing. When Zen couldn't figure out the
You're back.
Brett.
Hey, there we go.
When Zen couldn't figure out the sound between the two major players on the HD, that's why I didn't buy the SSF kit, because I just didn't trust that they could do the sound correctly. So that's the reason I skipped out. And then after seeing Papa Brad going, you know what, you need to get this SSF kit professionally installed, because yeah, it's doable, but
Yeah, all you need is a screwdriver now. All you need is a screwdriver. That's all you need.
That is all you need.
And a full afternoon. Clear your schedule for that whole afternoon at least.
Oh, Papa Brad didn't get to see the. I don't know. Did you watch any of the video? The insane scores on this Chucky.
No, I didn't get to see it, but I saw they were. Insane. Look at that, in the billions.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Almost 3 million or a billion.
Yeah, our top three players, man. They were going at it. I mean, that's when you get to true wizard mode, because look, that's not even close. It's not even close. We're not even in the ballpark of being close to them.
I thought I had an okay score too.
Shout out to Vader and the real creamer, man. They brought the heat. They brought the heat in this tournament.
Damn.
They were not playing.
Never thought I would see somebody hit almost 3 billion.
They were friends to the end. Yeah, but the pinball M was fun to do. We don't get the turnout though for the pinball M is the only bad thing.
No.
It was still fun to play. It was this is one of the better tables in pinball M too.
Yeah.
Good variety.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why this screen ended up being black. It's weird.
Yeah, I wish they would do some other things, maybe like some kung fu movies. Like, can you imagine if they did a Bruce Lee pinball M, Enter the Dragon?
Yeah, I saw that, Jason. I don't know why it was a black screen. So weird.
Oh yeah, the one of my favorite Zachariah tables is Black Belt. Especially with the rotating thing in the middle. That's just awesome.
It's amazing to me. How is there not a Bruce Lee pinball? I mean, like that's like would be so amazing. I mean, you could do all kinds of stuff.
Or a Jackie Chan pinball would be cool.
Or even
too.
Jackie Chan, any kind of like real kung fu, Kung Fu Pinball. I mean, that's totally a market no one has tapped.
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda does not count.
Yeah, Jackie Chan did have a cool arcade game. It's actually pretty fun.
Oh, yes. Has his big head.
Jason said Chuck Norris table.
Chuck Norris would be cool, too. I like that.
Yeah, I think to me, Enter the Dragon, man, would be like, someone should do it. I don't care if it's virtual pinball or real pinball, but I mean, there should be a good martial arts pinball machine. I can't believe
agree.
there's never been one.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, whoever gets that, man, even Zen, if they got something like that, man, that's gonna be a winner, man. I mean, that would be a huge hit, I would think.
I would think so. I mean, it's just a category it's untapped,
Especially like our age and stuff. Would love that. Either one of them, Chuck Norris or Jackie Chan or any of those would probably do well. But yeah, I'm surprised there's never been one. Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to see a Jackie Chan with City Hunter though, where he's dressed up like Chun-Li, but
yeah, we're slowly getting the Zen tables on the games 4K, and Zen says
iron sharpens iron, man.
They want the whole library on that games. 4K.
Yeah, Zen wants to bring it all.
I think that's why they want to get the flipper lag fixed so bad, because they want to have everybody get that great experience and put all the tables on there. Once they get that flipper lag fixed, I think we're going to see a lot more tables.
The Game of Death, yeah, that's another good Bruce Lee movie.
I still need to see a Hellraiser movie game, a pinball game in Pinball M.
There's one.
That would be cool.
Hellraiser,
yeah.
Yeah.
VPX has one.
Yeah, VPX.
Oh, VPX does, yeah. But I'm talking a full Pinball M encompassing all the movies, and oh man, that would just be amazing.
Or have one for each movie. I mean, I like to see one.
You could. Well, some of those movies, direct to video, weren't as good, but
no, the first three were really good.
Oh yeah,
I watched all three of those.
There's so much they could do with Pinball M, even if they just stuck with horror. I mean, can you imagine like a Puppet Master pinball?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
From Full Moon Studios. Remember the Puppet Master movies?
The third one was the best with the gunslinger.
They could do some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah. If I got my wish with the next Pinball M table, it would be The Crow with Brandon Lee.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh man,
yeah. It's such an iconic film.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about that Pinball M. They could do a lot of dark stuff on there.
Yeah.
Glad they added it. Yeah, there's so much stuff they could do with that. All the different movies out there. I mean,
yeah, there's so many horror movies. I know one that Papa Brad would love to see, and that would be a Universal Monsters, like a classic, maybe even a black and white table.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Well, a black and white table would be cool. Totally different.
Yeah.
Totally unique. Yeah, Candyman.
Oh, Candyman's a great one.
Yeah. Friday the 13th. Halloween.
Yeah, they don't have a Halloween. They don't have a Friday the 13th. There's all kind of stuff they could do.
Oh,
if they did Halloween, though, they'd have to do just Halloween 3 with the masks.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey Yoon was not a big fan of Chucky. Chucky was the worst for me as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the movies, but I thought that the table looked cool.
Table is cool.
Yeah, table's really fun.
Yeah. Exorcist, Poltergeist. They're just you just go on and on and on with they can make for pinball.
Oh yeah, you could pick. Yeah, that's the one thing about horror films. There's so many good ones.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
They don't even have Nightmare on Elm Street yet.
Yeah, that's
there's
another.
so many they could do. I mean, there's like they can do all kind of stuff. I mean, there's just like it's wide open, Yep. Army of Darkness.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like.
They could probably get Bruce Campbell if they did that. I'm sure he's not that expensive.
Awesome.
Can you imagine if he did all the voice shout outs?
Awesome. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Like they got the guy that does Duke Nukem to do all the Duke Nukem call outs.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That would.
They could totally do that. because
Yeah,
he
you
does
could do
video
the-
games. Bruce Campbell's
yeah.
he's done a bunch of video games.
Yes.
Well, he did stuff for the Dead by Daylight. They have his character in there. He did some stuff for that one. He even promoted it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he could even do like pinball puns, like good, bad. I'm the one with the ball.
Yeah.
I could totally see him doing that.
And Night of the Living Dead, The Shining. I mean, it's just endless. That's probably why they did it. All right, guys. I don't have anything else. You guys have anything else?
That's it, man. We want to thank Video Game Vegas for joining us for Arcade Talk. It was great to have them on the show.
Awesome having you
guys. It was amazing. I appreciate it.
We know you're going to stay wiggly on your channel. If you're not subscribed, make sure you check out Video Game Vegas. He has an awesome channel.
Mr. Pickles.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity. It's just great to be able to talk with you guys just in a conversation and instead of just in a chat. But you guys are really good about talking to people in the chat and stuff. So I've always appreciated that. That's the reason I watch live.
Yeah, we try to get everybody's opinion on there. Can't always get everybody, but we try to put the comments up and talk about it. And you know, everybody in the chat brings up really good stuff too. So
yeah, they do. They kind of steer the show.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, and I appreciate all the feedback you guys give us.
Yeah,
and Video Game Vegas, thank you for your feedback as well, and all the support you give us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys are awesome, and I mean, it's easy to support people who really care about the community and really want to just. I mean, you've fostered such a great, just good vibes when we come to your videos, the show, everything, and it's just it's nice to be able to get away from the some of the other stuff and just really enjoy video games and what we do.
Yeah, that's what we're all about, man. Having fun with these machines we have, and the computers with all the games on them. It's just we have enough real life all day long and all night long.
Yeah,
so I get away.
It's nice to escape for a couple hours or 4 hours sometimes.
Yeah,
you want to escape
for a few minutes or 4 hours.
Yeah, so it's kind of nice getting off here a little early tonight.
Yeah, it is, man. This is a short one. Let's cut it off. We're at 2 minutes. We can almost hit 2:15. Team Classic. We could be at a good cutting point here.
Yep.
Thank you. Hit that like button. Subscribe to all 3 channels: Video Game Vegas, Team McCloskey's Arcade Talk, Papa Brad's Gaming. I have a bunch of channels. Evercadians, Papa Brad Live.
We all do something different too.
Yes.
All 3 of us do something a little different. So awesome. So thanks everybody in chat hanging out with us tonight. Really appreciate it. Thank you for all your support. Have a great weekend, everybody, and stay safe out there. And thanks again, Video Game Vegas, for coming on.
Anytime.
You need to tell us to stay wiggly. Video Game
Stay
Vegas.
wiggly. Always stay wiggly.
There you go.
Stay legit. Thanks for watching.
Have a great night, everybody.
T. McCloskey presents Arcade Talk live stream.
But Papa Brad's a game man, he's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retro man, the old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the Atgames pinball bowling. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats. Late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend, his passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school rolling. From the classic arcades to the Atgames pinball bowling. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a
Welcome to Arcade Wars.
Woo! Woo! She blowing up good. She blowing up. All right. Real good. Yeah, I like that part a lot.